it is very like, it is like you would have to become a different person, which is why most people's first sale is not that. But is it technically possible? Yes. A lot of people watch YouTube and the internet for complex money-making skills, and they haven't even mastered showing up on time. And so it's like they want to go straight to calculus, but they don't know how to do simple addition. But the thing is that like simple addition is foundational to that. And none of the other stuff will matter unless you can do the basics. But the basics doesn't make them less important. Usually they're the foundation of building, which make them arguably more important. They just are simpler to understand, but not simpler to do. And I think that's the big disconnect a lot of people have, is that they think because they understand something conceptually, that they feel like they have already mastered the skill, which are two very different things.
I love this. What Alex is talking about right now, mastering the fundamentals. It's not hard. You know, I did lousy in school. I had no foundation on any level. The only thing that I had was my work ethic and my integrity and accountability to show up. I always try to show up early and be the last one to leave, you know, and just do a phenomenal job and be sought after. That's what fed my soul. And I don't care if it was, you know, cleaning toilets or, you know, cleaning out dog kennels, you know, and it just didn't matter. I took pride in my work, and my work fed my soul. And so when you talk about the fundamentals, you know, this is a true case history to prove my point. Is that, you know, I had a daughter graduating grade school with highest honors, and she's in high school shadowing surgeons, and I'm thinking of her as like traveling around the world as a brain surgeon or an astronaut or whatever she would want to be. And I knew gaming was a problem. Her younger brothers, my three sons, you know, I knew gaming was a problem. I'd leave and come back, and I was building a house, and I was working, and I was spread thin. And I'd say, hey, have you been here, you know, in maybe 8 hours on a Saturday? And they'd look at me like zombies, and I'd say, turn that off and go outside and play. And, you know, I had rope swings and tree forts and trampolines, and I tried to make the type of environment that would engage the kids. But if they went outside, it was like, oh, the end of the world, because gaming and social media is like a drug, right? And you got to unplug them, seriously. And that's why I put them in sports. Because, you know, the coach, like the manager, boss, teammates, coworkers, and people in the stands, customers, and they're physically active and socially active. And they got to give it 100%. And if there was a child they rely, I broke them all. So they had chores. And so what I learned is they had to earn the right to play, to be on their social media. But I went to a parent-teacher conference, ran into a buddy, and I said, you here for the parent-teacher conference? He goes, what are you talking about? And it, you know, threw me a little bit, and I went to see the first teacher. I said, are all parents required to be here? She said, no, only select parents. And she went on to tell me my oldest son was failing miserably and disruptive in class. And you know the Snoopy sitcom where the teacher goes, want, 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 want. I went there, and she was showing me D's and F's, and I couldn't believe it. Fast forward, okay, the answer was simple. I went home, tore all I ripped the cable out of the wall, took all the electronics, and I called my boys in, and I said, we're going to turn this around. And I basically went to the dollar store, got flashcards, and my kids learned their math quickly, right? Just like Gifted Hands, the movie. You know, the mom says, hey, I'm going to go check myself into a psychiatric ward, and, you know, while I'm gone, you're not going outside until you master your math. And they did, right? But it was the end of the world. And they, oh, we hate you, can't believe it. I've heard it all. And, you know, you're not their friend. You know, if you care, you know, I said, I care deeply. I just don't give a shit. Like, I care so much about you that I don't care how you feel about Halo or whatever game you're playing, because minutes turn into hours, hours into days, days and weeks, weeks into months, months into years, and years into decades, and your life passes you by, and nobody cares what level you're on. It's meaningless. So they're sought after. They graduated strong. My oldest son, you know, he was, you know, studying environmental engineering, you know, but his math skills were struggling because he didn't learn the basic fundamentals. And then they get in the car, turn the radio on, it's flashcards, let's go. Not turn it off. No, we're not listening to the radio. We're gonna on your way to school, you know, spelling words, let's go. Let me see the math. Let me see the homework. What was the grade on that? And then they pretty soon are, yes, look, Dad, I got this A. I got this, oh my gosh. And it was just precious. I mean, beyond precious. It wasn't rocket science. It just took me as a parent. And I'll tell you, at the time, my wife at the time didn't have it. She didn't have the ability. She was on her phone all the time. She was trying to, focus on her business. And I realized that the timing was that I had to pull back from my responsibilities. And then I put them into sports, and that helped even more to allocate their time, to give them strong work ethics and to keep them focused and to build that foundation that serves them for the rest of their life.